Hey, baby. Today I'm gonna play Half-Life 1 again for the first time in about 5 months. Let me just check to make sure that my face cam's working, yes. Now I need to deal with my OCD. Yes, I think I've got it now. And so here we are in the reactor core, which is where I last saved 5 months and 5.5 to 6 months ago. And it's 7:21, so I'll be finishing the video at 7:51, half an hour later or so. And as you can see, we're here in a rather complicated looking room, aren't we? With computer monitors and buttons and stations everywhere. My mouse isn't working all that well either. And so this is clearly where we are in this reactor core, level C, and because of C, because you can see our figure here, obviously implying you are here. And so yes, as you can see, we obviously have to make our way up to the level A of the core. Well, I say obviously because I've played it before anyway, it won't be obvious to you. And yet, this is where we end up, level C, because I've played this before. We end up out there after making our way up to the top of level B, so don't ask me why we end up down here at C, when I think the goal is to get to level A, unless that's where we transport out a level A to get to Zen. Who knows in this day and age of deceit and deception and confusion and all those other things which complicate matters for us in life, eh? But first, I can't remember what was up here. I know there was a ton of fighting that I did with these big alien grunts bodies that you can see. But I can't remember what was in here. Oh, now I think I remember. It was like a kind of observation dock up here. You see, this is the actual reactor core that we saw in that diagram in the other room. And we have to get to the top of there once we transport through. And we transport through by taking one of these portals to get through to there. But first I want to see what was over that fence in this other room over here. Oh no! I've played opposing force and blue shift lately, but so I should be an expert with Half-Life ladders, and yet I almost fell down that one and almost lost a load of health, didn't I? Even now you can see I've only got 12 health, so I'm in something of a slightly precarious predicament and need to be careful. Oh, health and ammunition. How fortunate is that, eh? He is hoping I can't blow myself up if I hit these power station looking things with my crowbar, eh? No, I was always a risk taker, you see, Sonny Jim. Yes, sir. Oh, I wasn't expecting that to happen. I was just expecting a bit of crackling. I feel a bit guilty now doing that. Wonder what happens if you do it with this, by the way. Okay, yes, there's nothing else in here for me to collect. So let's see if we can jump over this without falling down there into the toxic sludge, which would obviously be something I don't want to do. Let's hope I don't slide off this. Now let's go to the ladder. Yes, and without touching the toxic sludge in there. So now we need to make our way up here. and transport through, and then partake in a little bit of platforming. Yes, was just dealing with my OCD a bit then, because I was, for quite a few months now, I've been nervous at the thought of doing the portal parts of the game in case it's ungodly with me being Christian and all, but it's only a video game after all, isn't it? I'm Gordon Freeman isn't a real character or anything, and yes, I need to have my guns out now. Shotgun sounds loud when it reloads in this place. Do the head crabs just keep coming forever out of these little alcoves, I wonder? It's to be hoped not. That one just almost hit my pretty face with its claws. Oh, now it just went buttocks first into my face. And just like that, I'm dead. What am I doing back? Oh, it's because of a kind of dodgy save. Uh, yeah, here we are. I need to get the health again. And it's obvious that I can't afford to dally around in that other room with the constantly spawning head crabs, isn't it? Wanting to leap upon my face and turn me into a zombie. Quite a debilitating condition indeed, eh, baby dolls? The kind you wouldn't want to suffer in this day and age. So let's see what I've got and, you know, see if I've got anything more ideally suited for dealing with head crabs. Like maybe say this fly gun or the bee gun, whatever they call it. How much assault rifle have I got? Not much. Okay, so I'll have the shotgun as my backup weapon against them and the bee gun as my main one. Oh, but I should have waited until the time was right and I could beam onto the moving platform. Now let's do this in order. Number one first. Come on, fire, mouse. I can't be putting up with the clicking button not working properly, you see. And I think these come forever. They non-stop spawn, these head crabs. Not really a good time to test that assumption now, is it? With how I'm playing on camera and whatnot. Could that be the end of them? 6 of them? Or 3 out of each alcove, maybe? And by the way, these bees or flies or whatever you want to call them from the bee gun, they automatically home in on fleshy creatures since they're flesh-eating alien fly type things. Oh, another head crab, yes. And these floors, I remember, they collapse. But first I want something a little more. Actually, no, I'll have the fly gun out for this point in time. And let's hope if we walk across the framework of these grates that they won't collapse on us, eh? Oh, I hear head crabs. I hear head crabs gurgling around me. I don't like that. It's an ominous sensation. And they aren't back here, that's good. Where did I hear them from, though? I heard them jumping. Where are they? What? Oh, they must be up in those. Oh, I knew that had happened if I... I had a feeling that had happened if I tried. Oh, they're here. Take this? Yes. Was that the one I was hearing, I wonder? Who knows in this day and age of duplicity and deceit?
Personnel evacuate lambda complex extreme dimensional malfunction detected.
I do want to see what's up in those alcoves up there, so let's go back down. Oh yeah, I heard a leaping sound. I heard a head crab leaping sound. There it is. Take that, baby doll head crab. I have no time for your shenanigans. Your head leaping and fastening onto shenanigans. Oh, it's up there. There's another one up there. I wonder if it's an infinite spawn or if it's just going to spawn like 3 times or whatever. Who knows in this day and age when you can't trust anyone except yourself and God and your parents, of course, yes. Oh, no, I didn't want to go through there yet. I wanted to check in that room, in through that doorway. The head crabs aren't all going to come back now that I've come back in here, are they? It'd be cheap. It'd be cheap to make me kill them all again after all. And it looks like the game isn't going to make me do that, fortunately. Although, I wonder what's under these floors. I can see radioactive liquid under there, but let's try under these just to... Oh, this doesn't collapse, does it? Oh, there's a... It's unpredictable, not knowing which ones collapse and which ones don't. Well, will I be able to get through this little narrow gap in the pipes to avoid this radioactive material, I hope? No, but... maybe I just climb back up, you know. After all, it appears there's nothing on this floor, so... Oh, but these pipes are awful slippy. Oh, I can't quite get up. Yes, I'm up now. There we are. Enough with these collapsing floor grate shenanigans. I'm out of here, baby. Yes. And will this door open, or have I just wasted my time coming back here? I wasted my time. But still, we can mark this door to let people know that the Resisti have claimed this area. Yes. And make the door look a tad friendlier too while we're at it. Okay, Scotty, beam me up. Yes. Okay. Through we go, time it so that we get on this platform. And I know that port number 2 is the way up to the next section. So let's go to port 3 for supplies. This is nice, as it helps us stay alive longer. And we also get weapons and such. Talk about a sweet deal, eh, baby dolls? Those unauthorized biological presences sure aren't a good thing, are they? And this is where I was in my last video, when I was looking down through the grating and I saw the health packs and weapons, and I was thinking, how good would it be if I could get down here, eh? When I had low health, and I still have low health now, to be honest, but better than before. Okay, let's go. And now we head on off to the next section. Oh, I just missed the timing. Typical of me, being a newbie at times when it matters the most. Okay. Now we go on to level 2, port 2, but we have to make sure we do it at the right time. I should have just gone in immediately, shouldn't I, since I can't see where the... Wait, is that it? Yes, that's the one I need to get up on, so... let's just wait. Okay, now. Yes, I managed it just in the nick of time. And I know here that part number 4 is the way up, so let's go to part 5. Ah! Hi there, good friends.
You are from the Anomalous Materials Lab. Yes, I recognize you.
Yes,
Did you
sir.
understand that last announcement? Who can say?
Anyway, before I was so rudely...
Freeman, I see you were in this mess too.
Yes, there's nothing like
Are you
a catastrophe to bring people together as let's all have a group hug together as we plan our next move, shall we? Hug. Reach out and hug you all, yes. Seems like they don't appreciate my loving gestures and overtures all that much. This man's even turned red in rage. Might just be something to do with the lighting, but I digress, baby dolls, I digress. And as you can see, there's nothing else for me to collect down here. Nothing on these boxes, but we do have a nice bit of health supplies here and armor that I can collect. Wonder if it seems familiar. Can't go through that door, so. But yes, the thing with Half-Life is that if you spend too much time around NPC characters, they'll start talking to each other and take up a lot of your time if you stand around listening to them. Let's see if we can do something to improve the mood here, shall we? See if you can admire that, Smiley. See if it improves your mood while I go and see if I can fix up this situation,
Any idea what to do next?
Yes, I do. I'm going to explore, but first turn my torch on my flashlight before going into these sinister downward parts, these bowels of the facility, full of all manner of pipe work and such. But that place looks a bit familiar. Like I might have gone there before, since there's like only some shotgun shells, like I might have collected all the other stuff that was there before. I don't care what you believe, I'm out of here. Oh, even more health and supplies. Say, didn't I tell you it'd be worthwhile going to all these different levels of the core, of the lambda core, rather than just progressing straight to the end by going into all the right numbers? Anyway, let's go on through. Yes. Getting a bit of throat ache again after talking so much. As you can see, you can easily progress to the next level by just moving straight into the portals as soon as you can. Because I've learned that a while back that you don't actually need to time it for when the platforms are above the portals. It can be risky, but it's worth it for the matter of speed and such. But alas, I won't be doing that, taking that risk again. Let's go to number 6. Yes, typical number 6 would be bad, isn't it? I should have remembered that, but I didn't. I can be a tad stupid at times, you see. Okay, so number 4 is the way up. In we go. Number 9, as you can see, is a tad hazardous. Number 7 is the way out, so let's try number 8. Oh wait, no, 8 isn't the right one. Yeah, this is where we were in part... Oh no, didn't think the horse to come back. But he... Oh, I just took a hit. Any more gonna come? I'm ready for you. Didn't think a horse would come in here. Still, at least we're going... Yeah, this is where I was in part 34 when I was scrambling to get up those ladders and around that circular core-like thing without being fried by the electricity. Anyway, let's charge up our superpower so we can recover somewhat. I don't like how there's 3 6s at the bottom there with my health and armor, but these things just happen, these random occurrences, don't they? So let's transport out. Oh, that's the wrong transporter. And out here we are again. Now we just need to make our way up. Isn't a problem for me with my elite platforming skills. And so that was 8 we just went through, and 7 is the way. Yes. And this is an unopenable door, so let's mark it. Make it look more friendly as a kind of safe waiting spot for anyone who gets tired traversing these platforms. Yes, this is quite a hard platforming section, as I'm sure many players will attest. But I can do it, yes. Yes, I can do it. Oh, I almost felt... No. The cores seem to be grabbing onto me then, trying to make me fall. But alas, what we need to do is get across to these sections and pull these switches where the numbers are, 1 and 2, in order to make this open. Which I'm a little apprehensive about. And because I'm an OCD victim, I want to do number 1 first, even though I've had opportunities to do number 2. And as you can see, the hatch is opening a bit wider. Now, need to steel myself and prepare for this dangerous jump. If we can have quiet from our audience, please. Yes. Oh yes, I made that jump too because I'm a pro. I just made that scared sound for dramatic purposes, I guarantee it. Oh, I hope I don't get crushed here. In we go. Oh yes, I did it first time because I'm elite. But what's this? We're back in where we started. But no, we're not, because it says 7 there. So that means we're at the top of the lambda core. Yes. So let's press on, shall we? But first, we'll mark the computer stations here, just to make them more user-friendly for people who might be new to the job here at the Black Mesa Research Facility. And I'll just creep on, oh so discreetly. Collapsed corridors. Oh, head crab. Okay then, come on me, head crab. I'll take care of you. Oh, and there's more of them too. Let's get the beacon out, shall we? So we can home in on them. I don't think they come forever. Yes, and obviously this direction isn't a viable avenue to take, is it? With all the collapsed walls and girders blocking it and all. So let us proceed. And there's a ladder, obviously the way we need to go. So, hopefully nothing horrible awaits us in this dark, dank, collapsed section. No, there's a relief. A relief the likes of which Leaf Tilden would be grateful for. And some battery power as well. Yes, I'm looking more and more elite all the time, aren't I? Getting my health up high. Let's just take this ladder now and reload our gun while we're at it. Anyone up here? What was that sound? Okay, doesn't seem to be anything here. As you can tell, I'm a chronic oversearcher. Probably something to do with my OCD. Isn't this tense, eh, ladies and gents? Don't shoot! There's a relief. The likes of which Leaf Cassidy would be grateful for.
Freeman, you finally found us.
So
Yes.
This is the guy. We thought you'd never make it.
This is the supply depot for our first survey team. Quite a few handsome specimens were collected from the border world and brought back this way. Before the survey members started being collected themselves, that is. We suspect there is an immense portal over there, created by the intense concentration of a single powerful being. You will know it when you see it. I hate to say this, Gordon, but you must kill it if you can.
Yeah, you'd better kill it.
Of course, you owe us nothing, Mr. Freeman, but you've come this far. You know as much about these creatures as anyone.
Enough to know that if you don't wipe it out, there won't be much for you to come home to.
Yes. So, if you're willing, my colleague is waiting for you at the main portal controls. He will open the gates for you, Mr. Freeman. Do hurry.
Don't forget to gear up, and I'll cover you while you're waiting for that portal to warm up.
Thanks, that's much appreciated, baby doll Barney. But before I do
This, Mr.
that...
Freeman, is a long jump module created expressly for navigation in the world beyond. I certainly hope you received long jump training, because once you're in Zen, you will need it. I would advise you to practice before crossing over.
Yes, but first, before I was so rudely interrupted again, I want to check what's in here. Any goodies that I might have overlooked? No? Okay. Let's go then. I wonder if this is the top level. Level A, from that diagram that I saw in that other room at the start of the video. Unfortunately, people won't be able to tell what level this is anymore. Now it's the smiley level, where we all smile and stay positive and happy, and jump up and down and all over the place, and we frolic and laugh and just generally be happy and positive. Yes, enough of that. Let's head on through. After all, we have good reason to be happy and frolicking and overjoyed here with this large supply of weaponry here, don't we, eh, baby dolls? So I'll just collect it all. A rocket launcher. I like rocket launchers. They're such big, majestic, noble-looking things, aren't they? From a destructive point of view, of course. And here we have a glue-on gun. Seems like we're already full on that glue-on juice, though, doesn't it? And we're stocking up full on health as well. And here we have a spicy loaf of alien bread. Not really, this is the bee gun. Well, I already have a bee gun though, so I can't collect it. But yeah, it does look like it could double as a very tasty, very spicy, very exotic tasting loaf of bread, doesn't it? Maybe someone could come up with a recipe or something for a loaf of bread like this in reality someday, eh? Let me know in the comments, folks. And if it works, I'll give you fame by giving you a mention on my channel, eh? And we've got stuff up here as well. Explosive ordnance and such. Seems like I'm full on the trip mines, largely because I never really used them. That'll have to change in future so I can let you viewers know just what they're like, eh? But outside now, because we're exactly half an hour into this video, I think. And look at these alcoves here. These look like where we got our. These look like where we got our HEV suit at the start of the game, and in my second part, don't they? Let's just mark it and so that we can see what a smiley HEV lookout looks like, eh? And there's nothing up here on these crates, so with that, before I finish collecting our supplies and we teleport to Zen, I'll bid you all farewell at the end of this chapter. Good thing I didn't die, but then again we hardly faced any opposition, did we, apart from numerous head crabs that seemed like they'd never stop spawning. I'll just save. And staring at this scientist's handsome face here, we'll quit the game when my mouse will cooperate. And stop the video. Bye, folks. Bye.